Alright, so this last piece is part 126-4-54H. It says metric on it here, but we have the option of doing things in inches if we want, or metric. Doesn't make a difference one way or another. So let's go ahead. We'll pick, since the last one we did in inches, we'll pick metric to do this time. You know what? I won't do that. We're going to go ahead and do it in inches because metric usually doesn't do things where they do decimal places. And so that's actually a kind of a bad conversion. They usually only do half 0.5, and that's in only the really smallest of increments. So something that is 120 millimeters wouldn't be 0.6. Learned that from a Russian guy who taught me how they actually used the metric system back in the early 90s. So we're just going to go ahead and go with what they have here in inches anyway, because those are more standard numbers. Alright, so we're going to look at this pattern. The thing that catches everybody here is these angles right there on the side, and that these holes aren't lined up. But the top holes are separated by 4.5 or 4.75 there, and then to go across out to this lower holes, you have to go out another 0.62. They are separated by 6 inches down here. Alright, the holes from the top down are going to be 2.25, and notice here that the holes, there are 4 of them all the way around this part that are 0.75 diameter. There's also 2 radiuses or radii down here that are 0.75, which will be twice the size of those holes there. And then there's a fillet right in here that's a 0.38. So we'll go ahead and get CAD going. Start a new drawing. And I'm going to start by picking one of these circles here. I'm going to do the diameters on this one. We'll go and make that 0.75 this way, and I'm going to zoom in a little closer, pan a little bit, and then I'm going to copy that over, straight over with the ortho on. So I hit F8 to turn ortho on, and I'm going to make that 4.75 over this way. Alright, so then the next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and just copy both of these down. So I do a crossing to get those, pick an arbitrary base point, and I'm going to go down 2.25. And we knew that it went out 0.62, so I'm going to move that one, and I'll move it out 0.62 that way, and I'm going to move this one 0.62 that way. Alright, the bottom ones had a radius on it, so we'll go ahead and do a circle with a center that has a radius of 0.75 there, and another one here that has a circle. Actually, all of these do, so we'll go ahead and click on copy, and we'll copy that from that center to that center to that center to that center. Alright, we'll do the same as we did before. We're going to draw a line that goes shift right click tangent from here, this tangent, to shift right click tangent over here. Do a line that goes from the shift right click tangent right here to the shift right click tangent right there. Do another line that goes from the shift right click tangent to the shift right click tangent. Oops, I want the tangent. Shift right click tangent. I'm looking at the symbols that it's given me right there. Alright, the other interesting thing here is we're going to draw a line that goes from, we could go from center to center, or we could do it from the quadrant point right here to the quadrant point right over here. The quadrants are always lined up with the center point orthographically. We'll click trim. I'm going to right click first, and then I'm going to click with the mouse to get rid of these pieces here. Alright, and then the last thing we're going to do is click on fillet. The radius is 0, so we have to change the radius to 0.38, and click on that right there. Shift right click, fillet, and get this piece here. Alright, so that's done. Double click the mouse wheel, and then we're going to save it as 126-4-54A, and oh no, not A, it's going to be H. And save that, and then we'll print that and put that in Blackboard as well. So PDF, extents, center the plot, preview, centered on the page, we're good, right click plot, and you're good. Go put it in Blackboard.